apples and pears in a fruit salad.
Oh yeah, fruit
But,
salads are good. I mean, you can't really have it like a one fruit salad though. That's like cheating.
Yeah,
basically.
And there are some flavor combinations which aren't so good in a fruit salad, like, banana and orange might be great separately, they don't go together as well. But on its own, the mandarin has to be the highest tier fruit.
I feel like... Oh wait, no, that's... yeah, I feel like I've had
know
strawberry, orange, banana together.
Yeah, but
like, the strawberry mediates between the banana and the orange.
yes, yeah, no, the tartness of the flavor there really helps. I know it's kind of off-brand here, but bananas are not my favorite fruit. I like them, but I did not name myself when it came to picking my handle, so...
I'm sitting here stunned by this revelation. But also, hey, we're back with Noire. I hit the record button already.
Are you stunned by Noire? I mean, LA Noire?
I don't know. There have been some stunning revelations and also like an absolutely stunning gun battle that probably should get everybody involved arrested. But we're not doing that today. We're doing a different case that's just been time shifted.
That's right. Yeah, we're flashing back here, or possibly not flashing. But well, I mean, it must be a flashback because, like,
it'd be really weird if it wasn't a flashback.
Yeah, the last we saw of the main storyline was that Elsa Lichtman had just... Well, it wasn't totally clear what happened, but it sounded like she'd been kidnapped and Harlan Fontaine was involved. So yeah, presumably Kelso and Cole are going to rush to deal with that in some sort of rivalry/triangle situation. But first, let's go back into an arson DLC case.
Yeah, Nicholson electroplating. I prefer to think of it as just like Cole Phelps is just like really taking his time to get there.
This is in fact the only standalone arson case, and it's DLC. This is the one which is not connected to things. But they thought, hey, I mean, arson is a cool concept. Let's put an actual case in it.
There's a statewide APB out on it.
Jack's okay. He has something up his sleeve. He's not worried
Is that
about being caught.
Kelso?
We go
Yeah.
after the other side of the equation.
Oh, this is okay. This is from the previous
We go after the
case.
doctor and some of the other
Like
guys.
that case started with
Yeah.
It's time for action, Hershey.
Kelso being
Time for
in a
change.
hospital.
Jack's
Probably
supposed to
there's
look
like an
coming. We have to be
APB
on
on
their
him
side.
at that point.
Christ, what was that?
Jesus.
Explosion.
I guess it isn't a flashback after all, but they've got distracted by a huge fucking explosion.
I mean, it is a flashback to one case, the beginning of one case ago. Probably this case ends with Elsa getting kidnapped.
Yeah, this is probably set at the same time as the previous case. Okay, that's cool. I'd forgotten about that.
That's less bad than what I was thinking. Like, I thought
Yeah,
that this was going to be... Jesus. Okay.
This is this huge goddamn explosion. You might want to check that out as an arson detective.
You maniacs are driving worse than I am.
But they're probably trying to get away from the massive explosion, I'm thinking.
I like the staticky effect that the sky is getting.
Yeah. I guess the cameras are having trouble.
Look at this street.
Have you got a map thing?
It's not on
I mean,
the
you
map
saw it.
yet, I don't think.
Just kind of go in that direction.
Oh, but I'm as far in the... Oh, no, I guess I can go, like, this way and south a little bit. Which is...
Yeah, it's like roughly behind you to the southeast.
Nope. I guess it was... I was facing a different way than I thought I was. Oops. Oh, I was literally right here.
You heard the man. Let's get
Oh, that's
going.
the name of the case.
11K en route.
I wonder what would happen if I had gotten here before the car, or before they told me to get here. Like, would I have gotten
You
some
would have
kind of
felt
bonus?
smart. Maybe. An achievement, who knows? There's like 5 of them per case.
Looters around the corner. Cuff them or put them down. We need to get this
I'm
area
sorry,
under
what?
control.
You don't shoot at cops, you little prick. Get that bastard, Cole.
He's got a point. It's not very smart to shoot at a cop.
Drama. Well, I guess they brought loot again. It's very cop of you.
I shot them in the ass multiple times.
The commander wants
Yeah.
you to see. Let's go.
Maybe they didn't die.
So basically, it looks like this is an industrial explosion.
Yeah.
I wish I could say the same.
That was a hell of an explosion, though. Like, it was a
Christ.
incredible mushroom cloud.
Poor people.
they used to build like huge factories in the middle of big cities, and then this sort of thing kept happening.
And they were like, maybe that's not such a good idea anymore, you guys.
Yeah. Because that sort of thing happened.
Get delayed somewhere?
I'm gonna punch you in the mouth.
I'm guessing you wouldn't have got that message if you got here.
Probably
Wasn't
not.
nuclear. If it was, we'd all be dead from the radiation.
That's reassuring. What's radiation?
Everyone inside the factory was vaporized. Look at the size of
Jeez.
that crater.
What's going on over there?
The mayor is going on television, appealing
It
for
probably
calm.
isn't the best location to...
Who can afford one of those things?
Anything to go on?
Whatever.
Looking at the remains
It's his
of
life, not
Nicholson
mine.
electroplating.
Biggs is stuck in the
Idea what
past.
might have caused
The past of like 2 years ago.
No, I was talking
Let me
about
guess.
the mayor. Like, it's probably not the
look
place
around
to
the rubble,
look,
see if you come up
record
with
your message to the citizens. Not even record, like live broadcast. Maybe do it away from the explosion that happened literally about like 2 minutes ago.
Then it's time for
I
us
guess
to
he's
do our
braver
job.
than he sounded.
These bodies are burned. You can tell by their feet.
Not sure there's going to be any clues on him.
Oh, brother.
I didn't think there would be, but I knew it was going to be like one of the things that counts as a clue
Yep.
later. There's a person.
So yeah, good luck
There's-
investigating this crime scene.
There's an arm.
I mean,
Can't do anything about that arm.
I couldn't
I couldn't even investigate it, which is weird. Like, you'd think you'd at least get like a voice line of, Jesus, the people.
That's it, Mr. Mayor.
Maybe this is
We're wrapped.
too prevalent.
Well, good. Thank you very much, son. Okay.
Just push him around.
Couple of
That's what
pickups,
you
sir,
do with
but
mayors.
that's to be expected. Nobody's ever done this before. We'll get better with practice.
That maybe goes for me too, son. We'll trade it a little more somber.
I guess that explains him like doing it from an unsafe location. They don't know how to record televisions yet, so like I guess we've got to do it in a dangerous way for no reason.
Yeah. Also, I wonder if we get to hear the mayor and how he comes across. Hey, it's a random shoe.
Oh dear. Nice. Is it a size 8?
I don't think this is anything.
He doesn't think it's anything, so I can't even look at the bottom.
I thought Forvix was a tough break.
Yeah, that's too many
how
victors
many
right
people
there.
were in the fact? Oh,
This arm I can look at, though.
maybe you don't want to.
That's kind of all I can do, though.
Yeah.
It would be really callous of Cole Phelps to just like start turning that arm around like he does with all the bodies, and just like.
Yeah, that would be more of a night in the woods thing than an LA Noire thing.
Any idea what this is?
A very large egg cup? A Viking helmet? How would I know, Phelps?
What?
Looks to me
P&W
like some kind of machine component.
Wasp?
An airplane part, maybe.
Oh, it's the nose. So the achievement I just got is the nose, so it's the nose of an airplane.
Huh. Okay. I mean, I assume an airplane didn't crash into the factory.
But if they're making airplanes
This
here,
isn't what we're
Does that mean they explode?
airplanes do that sometimes.
airplanes?
I don't know.
They shouldn't. I mean, not if they worked right. Presumably something went wrong.
Yeah, I don't think people build factories with the intent of having them explode, but maybe this is just some deep cover terror attack here. Like, we built this factory 50 years ago with the eventual intent of detonating it for no reason.
Well, presumably they built the factory like 4 years ago with the intent of rushing out war production.
Yeah, I guess.
Might have something to do with the safety standards.
Safety standards,
Question is-
or... I mean, we're not going to be building more war machines anytime soon. What if we just burn the place down for insurance?
True, yes. Yeah, I mean, this doesn't have to be an accident. This is an arson investigation. It could have been sabotage of some sort.
That is also true. So...
Or was it murder? Hey, it's... What is it?
Phelps! I think I found something
It's
over
nothing,
here.
apparently.
It's nothing compared to whatever the other thing is. It looked interesting.
This is somebody's shirt, dude.
Looks like all that's left. I can try the laundry
But
tag.
it's somebody's...
Huh.
I mean, they're not wearing it, so that's something, but...
Maybe the idea is here to like try and identify even a single victim,
I guess. Yeah.
because they must be having a tough time of it.
There's a lot of stuff to be doing here, really. Like, honestly, we shouldn't
Yep.
even be walking around in this yet.
You seen this yet? Come take a look.
Locker.
Blew the locker open, but shielded the contents. Let's see
Oh,
what we
that's
got
handy.
here.
camera.
That's awful small for a camera.
Oh.
We'll need to get the film developed to see if there's an espionage angle.
All that's on there is a picture of Cole Phelps looking surprised.
That would be nice.
Any ideas, Herschel?
It's a fishing lure.
The hell is
None that I care to utter for public consumption.
Or it isn't.
It looks a bit like the crown jewels of England.
Yeah, I guess all that red and
Whatever it
white,
is.
and he just pocketed that instead of like, oh,
Yeah.
A substitution cipher.
um,
Germans used them in the war.
boy,
They're cipher rings.
H equals K. Okay. Oh, wait, this is like,
I used them in OCS.
that's just like a normal ass
These first letters of the cipher.
classified page, and then there's just like a random H equals K, SBOJ, LK. Like that's a spy message, but why is it in the? Anyway.
I mean, yeah, placing secret messages in the classifieds is a thing people did because it's a way to communicate.
H equals K. Okay.
Seems like a pretty trivial cipher.
Yeah.
So we didn't exactly have public key cryptography yet. Well, I say we, but
sorry, so we're looking
not
at
clear.
H. What's S? S is
We
P.
have aligned H and K.
HP. E. No, wait. Sorry, I'm looking at the wrong way.
Does the 133 have anything to do with it?
Oh.
Oh, hang on. What if you align both H and K under the knob at the top?
Oh. Maybe. Maybe then he'll just like solve it for me.
Probably. I mean, it's not the kind of game where rotate outer wheel to the first letter of the cipher. So what? K?
Oh.
N? Oh shit! You do have to do it yourself.
Okay, but this is way less bad though. Like.
Yeah, yeah.
Oop.
It's makes sense. This is the kind of way it's done. You carry out the actions, but don't really control the result.
But yeah, I prefer this to just like trying to solve this shit on my own.
In this kind of game, anyway. Vermont.
Vermont, I guess.
Yeah, probably.
I'm looking for Q.
In Vermont.
Oh, it's going to
North
be an
Vermont?
address. Avenue.
Oh, A for Avenue, yeah. So 133 North Vermont Avenue.
But I have to get the last one, so.
It's an address. 133 North Vermont Avenue.
Okay. Who's
Tomoko
Tomoko?
Okamoto.
Tomoko Akamoto. Japanese name.
I don't like where this
Thanks,
is going.
Cole.
To me, this reads like this is going to be the guy that we blame all this on, but he's actually didn't do it because none of the people that you blame everything on actually did it.
I want to know whether that guy is alive or not.
Yeah.
Maybe you'll find out at North Vermont Avenue. Oh, more bits.
That's an arm. That sure is a fucking arm.
Let's cover up the arm with a Bible.
This is
Here.
any use to us.
A previously holy Bible.
I can pick that up. Also, there's a leg just sitting over there. I can pick that up, but I kind of don't want to. But what if there's a clue on it? You can see his hands like wiggling.
You can't not pick up a severed arm.
There's like a tattoo or something there, but it's actually nothing, and I shouldn't have touched that. I shouldn't have touched that with my hands.
Yeah. You want to wash your hands, I think. Is there a way to wash your hands?
I would love to wash my hands right now. There's another leg, another arm. Oh, don't worry.
Yeah,
they're not
nothing
actually,
going around.
like, there's nobody under these crushed buildings. It's just severed arms as far as the eye can see.
The torsos will be obliterated, just limbs left behind.
No, there's actually just going to be, like, a secret vault full of torsos that we find at the end of this case. That's actually what caused the explosion. Somebody wanted to collect a bunch of torsos, and doom physics actually apply to real people in this world, so...
When you bring too many torsos together, of course the resonance between them is going to set you up for a nasty explosion.
Oh, so that's what happened at the orgy. Eh? Huh?
Oh, I get it, I just didn't laugh.
Shit. I'll workshop that one. Come back to it later.
Yeah. It reminds me of an Oglaf joke, I think.
So I've read Oglaf whenever it's been like linked to me, but I've never actually like sat down and just read a bunch of Oglaf. It's funny.
Yeah, that's an optional thing to do. But yeah, it's pretty funny.
That's webcomics for you, though. Most of them, you just kind of like get links to them, and you're like, "Huh, that's pretty good," and then you just stop thinking about it. Somebody else, though,
Yeah,
they will mind the laughs
occasionally
for
it's
you.
enough to put an RSS, but not very frequent. The question is basically the problem with this crime scene is when do you stop searching it? It's like huge, and
It is enormous.
you
And
assume that all the interesting things have been called out by people for you as the all the kind of discoveries you've made so far, apart from one thing, where like somebody points out, "Hey, detective, there's a thing."
yeah, and this really mixes poorly with my general method of handling crime scenes of walking around them twice.
I was wondering how you were going to handle this one, since the crime scene is like a city blog.
Poorly is my ultimate answer. I'm gonna check my magical notebook and see if the notebook tells me if I'm done here. It doesn't.
Well, it wouldn't. It's, there's definitely places you could go and things you could look at.
Yeah.
Let me know if you find any evidence of the pigs.
Have you got like a sense of the layout of what remains of the crater and like which bits of it you haven't explored?
So I've gone back there and I didn't see anything, which makes me suspicious because like I've gone back to other places and like found stuff immediately.
This is a busy street, okay?
It absolutely is not a busy street, sir. What's wrong with you? But yeah, I didn't see anything back here, which makes me suspicious that I missed something. Just because like I've gotten parts in other parts of the area.
On the other hand, it is just like an alley.
There's kind of nothing here, but like maybe at this, not really. But at least it's fast to just like jog through, make sure I didn't miss anything. Some of these places seem like things that like you'd want to head in and check out, but you can't.
Yeah, it's modeled but not walkable mostly, I'm thinking.
Yeah. Okay, so there's the two big hallways. There's this one over here.
Mm-hmm.
This had the guy say like, "Hey, check this out."
This reminds me of the shitty DC ruins in Fallout 3.
I was gonna say Boston ruins in Fallout 4, but yeah.
Well, the Boston ruins you get much more open. You can move around them and stuff. The Washington ruins, while they were kind of coolish looking and not a bad concept, were just broken up into these tiny, terrible clusters full of rubble that you had to move through the sewers to get through. It was a very annoying game.
God awful. That game wasn't very good. I didn't like it very much.
Fallout New Vegas was very good.
Fallout New Vegas was incredible. One of the best games of all time. I think I stopped investigating this arc after I found the Bible and the arm, but it turns out that was also like the end of the area. So, yeah, I feel like
you've probably run out of stuff.
I probably have. How would you feel about using a intuition point, our second to last, on...
Can you use intuition for that?
I thought you could.
Well, that's how I feel about it. I feel confused.
I feel like you could use intuition to pick up, or to see like what you got in your crimes. But oh yeah, show all clues. But it's hidden, so I must have found them all.
Oh, perfect. Oh shit. You know what that is? That's the equivalent of the numbers for clues.
Fantastic. Thank you.
If we'd seen that earlier, that might have saved us probably an hour or two aggregate.
Yeah. I regret nothing, except for all the time that I wasted.
I had completely forgotten about the show all clues button. If I even ever knew about it.
Yeah, it's not something that I ever used in my original playthrough.
Oh man.
This is your place?
What's left of it. 32 years.
So why'd it blow up?
32 years, huh? It's a long place. Or a long time. Wow.
Our chief chemist, Harold McClellan, was using this area to test the new process.
What exactly is this new process?
Well, first he takes a bunch of stuff and then blows it all up.
Classified
And he only tested it once, so we don't know the results.
I don't believe him. I think I don't believe it.
I think doubtful is the way that I would handle this.
Like sure.
Like okay,
yeah,
it's classified, but your building blew the fuck up in the middle of Los Angeles.
Yeah.
So
you need to give some information to the police at this point.
I'm prepared to go to the press and tell them it was your fault. What is the new process?
that is direct.
Way to chemically polish aluminum. It's traditionally done by hand.
Well,
It's extremely labor intensive. the process could be worth the
I don't actually know enough about aluminum to know whether we do that chemically these days.
We totally do. In fact, it is extremely useful and valuable and dangerous.
She came highly recommended.
Huh.
Highly recommended, and then he blinked a couple times. That's not as high a number as I would have expected.
Yeah, what was the... Do you want to see what he says on a lie?
I want to check... I don't think we have anything that would disprove, like, unless he says, like...
Akamoto was involved in industrial espionage. Was she working for you or for
Oh boy.
That's a ridiculous assertion. How can you
So we found her shit in a spy thing.
Ah, okay. This is another thing where you have to see what the accusation is.
I would say just like straight up espionage, right?
Or spy camera. I mean, you're trying to prove that Okamoto was a spy.
Yeah, but it's evidence found in the ruins. That would include all of the stuff that we found, I think. I hope so, anyway.
Yeah, they're probably both valid. I would pick spy camera.
Okay, it did work, so.
Jesus.
But he mentions the spy camera.
She was selling me out.
If she wasn't a foreign spy, who could she have been working for?
There could be other plating companies, but the big customers for the process are the aircraft manufacturers.
And we found that nose of the airplane.
Lockheed, Boeing, Hughes, North American.
After I get out of this investigation
What can
or
you tell us
interrogation,
about
I'm gonna
McClellan?
raise the audio of the
Brilliant chemist.
dialogue.
Dialogue?
He approached
Yeah, it is
me
a little
few
quiet.
months ago with the idea for the new process.
So no one has ever done this before.
No, but it is legitimate research.
Shifty again.
Hmm.
But a high number.
I mean, it's... So doubt then, I guess. Basically, he's trying to conceal the fact that they were doing something so dangerous that it might explode and kill a bunch of people downtown.
So you
Yeah.
thought McClellan could do what no one else could do. You were prepared to take that risk.
Look, he is was
You don't know that he's dead, actually.
trained chemist, and his ideas could revolutionize electroplating.
Could have,
And
you
you would
mean.
be rich.
No, they still could.
Yeah, the idea.
All the
yeah.
dead bodies.
You blew up 6 blocks.
Yeah, thank you. Cole Phelps, correct for once.
I regret that.
That's a lot
I
of...
regret that.
We'll
Oh,
be in
jeez.
touch, Mr. Nicholson. Can you send us
This
Dr.
guy is
McClellan
going to
and
be,
Miss
yeah,
Okamoto's personnel
extremely
files?
stupid,
I
isn't he?
will if I can find them.
By the way,
If-
we also found the collar of a shirt. It has a laundry tag.
They're likely to be Dr. McClellan. The majority of people who worked here don't use a lot.
Oh, that's good. Could be a lead. The Okamoto angle is likely.
Yeah, I really want to know. Like we've.
Imagine if a competitor sabotaged the plant
Oh man.
to steal the process, or whatever, then they are extremely responsible for major crimes. That would be bad to have done.
It would be.
Like, excited by the prospect of, I guess, arresting someone for murdering 6 city blocks.
And think of the property damage. I think this is our car. I hope I haven't stolen some nice person's car. We're gonna go to the deciphered address first, though, because that was the one that was in the briefcase, and that's messed up.
Sure, yeah, I mean, it's, like, suspicious and stuff.
Like, it's suspicious enough that I'm assuming that we're basically just gonna find out that, like, yes, this was Dr. Whatever's jacket. He hasn't come to pick it up. Here's where he lives. And we can verify whether or not he's still alive. Oh,
It's offering you the option to use a game wheel here for some reason.
it is. Oh, I shouldn't have gotten out of the car, because he was telling me stuff.
Oh, man. Yeah.
And now there's no way to
dumb.
get that conversation back.
Yeah, I guess we won't know what that was. But that's fine.
It seemed like they were just talking about, like, whether...
Did you see
Detective
yeah,
Phelps.
did you see that sign? Yeah, gayer than gay Barry.
How can I help,
That's a good
Detective?
sign.
Can you speak to someone at the Army Air Force
It
base
is.
for me, please?
Of course, Detective.
Why does he want to talk to the army?
Tell them I have what I
Oh.
believe is an aircraft part. It's
It's like an
polished
ad
metal,
for
light
oil
its
here.
size.
Would you like some
It's got
oil?
of some sort. It's stamped on the inside.
What an offer.
P&W Wasp Major R4360.
I'll get back to you, Detective, when you check in for messages. Anything else?
I need an address for Superior Laundry Services.
Closest store to
Did you
your
already
location
have-
is in Wilshire, 4766 Melrose Avenue.
Thanks
I
for
thought
your
that was one of the locations you could have gone to already.
It is, but apparently I wouldn't have known where it was.
I guess it would have just not shown up on the map, and someone would have said, "We'll to find out where it is." Nice. Well, anyway, I still agree that the secret address from the secret newspaper, secret code, is probably the key thing here.
I gotta say though, it's really ballsy just putting a bunch of unconnected letters and numbers into the newspaper classified ads, and A, they accept it and are just cool with it, and B, hoping that nobody else tracks you down.
Well, I mean, as for the first bit, like, that's classifieds and personal ads used to frequently contain all sorts of encoded information and secret things, and like not just for industrial espionage purposes. Like the personals in newspapers were traditionally, before the advent of like technologies, a way that people communicated over distance and time, and sometimes they wanted to communicate secret things. Like it was relatively normal, even in 1947, the presence of a bit of code in the newspaper wouldn't necessarily make the police, for example, go, well, we better investigate that.
That's very interesting. However, did you see that sick ramp that I got off of that other car?
You got some air, yeah, sweet air, fairly sweet air.
I really wish I had done a barrel roll of some variety, but yeah, I guess that's, I don't know. It just seems
I'm not sure
weird
Biggs's car can handle a barrel roll.
It probably couldn't. Anyway, oh man, I really hope we get to listen to a number station in this case.
Oh, that would be cool. But I guess that would be if it turns out to genuinely be international espionage. Nicholson seemed pretty convinced that it was an industrial espionage thing.
And the thing with the plane, he suggested that plane companies would be interested in that, and we've got the nose of a plane here.
On the other hand, planes also, you know, kind of suggest military spy stuff.
Oh, it's her apartment.
Well.
Well. Why the cloak and dagger routine, Miss Akamoto?
Yeah, I mean, perhaps she placed the message to lead someone to her apartment, because she must know where she lives, right?
Yeah. It would be bizarre if she didn't. Unless it was telling her to move there, because she would find something there.
Maybe.
This apartment looks like it's been ransacked.
Yes, it does. Yes, it is. How about re-ransacking it yourself?
Somebody else got here first.
Yeah.
Oh. That's a dead body.
So I turned the place over. Do you think I could fit in there?
I don't think that's the...
I'd like to think you would have had something more to say about getting shoved in a fridge, Herschel.
Huh.
Nice. The guy is staying frosty.
One to the heart. Point blank.
Too frosty.
So it looks like two separate parties got here before you, I guess, and one of them killed the other. One guesses.
He's married.
I wonder if Tomoko Okamoto really is dead.
Nope, I guess it's a class ring. But why would you... I don't know. I never wore my class ring. Like, after I got it, I was just, like, done.
What is a class ring?
You get one for graduating? Ooh.
Very expensive watch.
Never heard of that.
They're expensive. It may be, like, a thing for rich kids in high school and also just, like, graduating from college.
As a kid, all I wanted was some food on the table.
The difference in upbringings.
Yeah.
Oh. Apparently we can't check that chest wound.
Yeah. Well, it's nice to be reminded that Cole came from an incredibly rich family who no longer talked to him.
Oh, okay. I didn't realize that was Biggs. I was just like, there's somebody in here. But no, it's Biggs.
Well, I guess that's where what happened to the guy happened to him.
Yep. And they burned something in the fireplace.
Possibly
many somethings. I would like to check that. It's pinging me. Thank you.
I guess Biggs wanted to like let you pick the item up. He was like, okay.
Retired LAPD.
Keep shoving.
You know what this is, Biggs?
Sure. That apartment gives you one of those when you retire.
So, who here used to be a police officer? Probably Cole in about a week from now.
I don't know. Let's not count our chickens before they hatch here. Oh.
No good to me.
You could use that to brush a cat.
Yeah, but a cat's not going to stick into this open apartment, so we'll never find the cat. Also, they would have to animate a cat. Hey!
Looks like we have a match.
Hello. Earrings.
What the?
What?
Interesting dame, this Sakamoto. What is it exactly?
Microfilm. A document shrunk to the size of your thumb.
I can't quite make out what that is, though.
Rod must have amazing.
It's micro.
Yeah. I'm aware that it's micro, but like I was kind of hoping that I could at least see like the design of a bicycle or something down there, but no, nothing.
I mean, it was, yeah, it was like a block diagram of something, a circuit maybe.
Can we take this with us though? Like,
We'll need an ambulance in the corner.
like don't just drop it down here, take it with you so that you can look at the microfilm later? Okay, no, I guess we're just gonna set it down.
Well, I mean, they called for the black and whites, the uniform people, so you're handing it over to forensics, presumably, since they might have, like, the tools to look at it.
Yeah, I guess. Let me just check that handy-dandy notebook here for the clues. We good? We're good. That's really...
What is that?
That's really fantastically stupid.
You think that's really accurate?
I should have checked like when we first got here.
Yeah.
I will check
we
when we first get to the next place that we go.
If this is an accurate indicator, then that's like the other secret key to the game, which we never noticed that one. Cripes. So I guess your metrics are crucial. No wonder there's not much of a user interface. If they put that info like straight up on the screen, it would just give the game away.
Yeah.
So what we didn't find was a clue to who ransacked the place,
yeah,
or whether Tomoko Okamoto is alive, and if so, where she is.
Also,
I wonder,
whether she knew about the dead body in her fridge or not. Like, is that somebody that she killed on her way out? Like, oh fuck, they're after me?
I'm thinking if someone breaks into your apartment and starts like going through it, and you come home, perhaps after sabotaging an electroplating plant, for example, you might shoot them.
You might, and they would be presumably like right up against the wall there. Although no, because somebody was burning documents in the fireplace.
Which is also the sort of thing you do after coming home after doing some industrial sabotage.
That's true.
I reckon there's a good chance Okamoto's alive.
I mean, somebody's got to be, right? Like, it's either Okamoto
well, I don't know.
or...
You saw the size of the explosion, right?
Yeah, but I mean, like,
because
we're investigating this case and not just seeing a newspaper article on, like, hey, did you see that big explosion last week? Like, we're going to have to find something here, otherwise it wouldn't be a case.
Yes, I mean, so you've got your leads on basically the airplane part stuff and the laundry tag are basically the real info.
Yes. Also, how did you like my Biggs impression there? I thought it was pretty good.
Hear it. What Biggs impression?
When I was talking about the explosion next week. Anyway, apparently it wasn't very good.
Sorry, I guess I misunderstood. I didn't pick up on what you were doing there. I failed to pick up.
It's something that I'm wondering if it even comes through on the recording, because like it sounded like it was my voice was different to me, but the internet being what it is. Also, god damn it, I tried really hard to not hit anybody.
I mean, you and Herschel Biggs have very similar accents, so maybe it wasn't. Maybe you were doing an impression I didn't notice.
That's true. Let's just land here.
Superior Laundry. Middle Road.
There's been some kind of massive electroplating explosion here too. We'll have to investigate.
Spotted. I'm actually surprised this is like the first hole in the wall laundry we've encountered in the game.
Are you kidding? I got work to do, Mac. Here's the customer.
Oh, fuck you too, buddy.
Nice.
Number was J2620, Cole.
Oscar Hangstrom.
Huh. So I can't help but notice that Oscar Hangstrom is not Leland.
Could be someone
else.
else.
The name's correct.
Does he have an address?
No. Dead end.
Who else is on it? Oh, nobody, I guess.
Thank you for all your help, sir.
Wait, no, that's not what I'm interested in. There was like a key or something that was sitting there too.
Hey, Reed, Wanley Mills.
You see that?
It's a pen.
It is a pen.
Are you trying to just steal the guy's pen?
No.
It's against the law.
No, I saw a gold thing and I was like, wait, what's that? Because normally when it points to a gold thing,
we did skip over the
shiny.
burglary disc, so it might be totally okay to steal things. As far as we know, we've never encountered any proof that burglary is a crime. Oscar
Message from
Hangstrom.
KGPL.
That's what it's called about, I assume.
Putting you through now.
Detective Phelps, badge 1247.
No, this would be the messages from the army base thing. Ooh.
Can you put me through?
I do like the
Way in.
So
Nix that. I got a message from Lindbergh Field. An airplane tech there identified your part.
What is it?
He said it was a prop spinner from either a Corsair or a B-50.
A what?
Fits over the center of the propeller and protects the pitch gearing.
So it's a
I
military
don't-
part.
Could be,
Why do-
but get this. The Spruce Goose runs 8 Wasp R-4360s. I think you better get over there and check it out.
Okay.
Your Honor. I need an address for an Oscar Hangstrom.
All right. I'm
is it about
No residential listing for anyone by that name, Detective. Sorry.
a ghost person.
well, it was worth a try. Presumably that was a fake name Lillian used
But
for some
why use a
reason when
fake
doing
name?
inventory. Yeah, I wonder. Is this? And he was this guy who like turned up at Nicholson Electroplating a few months ago. Nicholson said, and like with a brilliant new process. He's as suspicious as Okamoto. Well, maybe not quite as suspicious.
Yeah. Maybe that's his real name, and he just used his other name for everything else,
Yeah.
like stolen
So,
credentials or something.
One interesting thing about that conversation there was two points about it which really drive home some of the stuff about this game. The first is that we didn't know why we were making the phone call, right? Cole clearly had something to say to someone.
Yes.
We had to theorize what it would be. And the second was that they mentioned the Spruce Goose, a famous aircraft at the time, but, you know, the players may or may not have heard of it. The characters are just like, yeah, we'll react in character to this.
I have heard
It's
of the Spruce Goose,
more
but I couldn't
instances
tell
of
you
the
a
game.
goddamn thing about it.
Yeah, more instances of the game. Yeah, me too. I've heard the name, but that's all. It's more the game being a movie, basically, and wanting to be a movie that you play out. It's so interactive movie-like in a way which used to be common in video games and no longer is, like we've talked about before. It's yeah, it's basically more or less. I've realized through this playthrough that it is a movie where instead of just using your eyes, you use a controller,
State your
basically.
business.
Detectives, Phelps and Biggs, LAPD. We're investigating the explosion. We have reason to believe there may be a link to Hughes' aircraft.
I'm sorry, I can't help you there, Detective. Without authorization from Military HQ, you won't be allowed onto this facility.
What seems to be the problem, gentlemen? Hey, Biggs.
Oh man, are we gonna get on here because Biggs knows the
Can you help us out here? Sure. What seems to be the problem?
Nice.
We're working the big explosion at the electroplating plant. We found a part there that belongs to one of your planes. I work head of security for Mr. Hughes now. I'll take full responsibility.
nice
I'm sure we can clear this up.
So,
Follow me.
so this is an ex-cop
It's a big
then.
night. You can't
or an ex-soldier.
Yeah, I mean, it sounded like he and
Mates.
Biggs may have been like
What's his
fellow veterans or
connection to
something, but
Howard Hughes?
Oh god, it's
Wherever
Howard
Mace used
Hughes.
to work advice.
That
Word
would
is
be
he runs
why-
fuck
okay.
bags for Hughes' starlets.
A pimp. Earl and Mapes would seem.
Mapes was the role model for creeps
Uh,
like Earl.
Well,
so he's a former detective.
yeah.
That pin could be relevant.
Oh yeah. And he's just getting back from
Somewhere. Well, this could be a break. But yeah, the Spruce Goose was Howard Hughes' thing, wasn't it? It was a vanity airplane project thing.
See, when they said Lindbergh Airport, I was just like, oh yeah, Charles Lindbergh. Done. No further need to interrogate this.
He was a somewhat earlier era.
Yes.
Mr. Hughes believes so. Amazing, isn't she? So, this is the Spruce Goose. Jesus Christ, Biggs, you want to get me fired? Mr. Hughes hates that fucking name. It's the H-4 Hercules to you.
You mind answering a few questions, Mr. Mapes?
Call me Vernon.
Oh, I do know what that is. It's like a military cargo airplane. It was famous because it could carry much, much, much more than any previous airplane.
Know anything about the explosion
Nice.
that happened at Nicholson Electroplating this morning?
No more than anyone else. Heard the boom while I was shaving. Almost shit my pants. Thought it was Pearl all over again.
That's a shifty expression that he's got there.
Yeah, he's not a good liar, is he?
I mean, I'm assuming that he's going to lie about something more important later on. Specifically, the question about Okamoto that we've got up
Personal
next.
contact with any of the employees. And you have no idea what caused the explosion.
I'm in security. I handle Mr. Hughes' personal interests, if you get my meaning. I'm not directly involved in manufacturing.
I didn't hear a
So
single
that
no.
kind of indirectly confirms that Nicholson electroplating was doing manufacturing for them.
Never heard of the broad. Why?
Truth or doubt?
I'm gonna say doubt because he's doing the same like gulping. And...
Yeah, he's gulping. Yeah, he's saw his Adam's apple for a second there.
You don't happen to wear an LAPD
Ooh.
tie pin, do you, Mapes?
Wait,
Sometimes.
why wasn't that in
I
Lie?
have a couple of them from my days on the force.
Well, because he didn't say something which would be a disproof for, I guess.
Yeah, but that's never stopped him before.
Maybe it was also an option to lie. Donut Task Force.
Oh, wait. Donut Task Force. Maybe it's just like a joke pin.
I wonder how many people were on the Donut Task Force.
Chemist at Nicholson Electroplating.
Besides the entire force.
I've heard of the guy. He was pitching some fancy process to the company.
Uh-huh. That could be truth, although he looks...
Yeah, he's gulping again, so... Ooh,
the numbers...
but it's not...
It's a lie. Just the fucking numbers. I wouldn't have felt
Part of the testing. Question is whether you were going through Nicholson or cutting your own deal with McClellan.
Interesting theory, kid. How you gonna prove any of that?
Phelps looks so fucking smug. So...
Yeah, the reason he looks so smug is because he did find some aeroplane parts over there, so we actually can prove they were sending parts for testing. I'm not sure why Mapes is lying about this, though. Like, why... It's not a crime to pay a company to test your aeroplane parts, is it?
Unless he's doing it without approval for some reason?
We sent them some aluminum parts to test. Howard
Yeah,
and
this is a
Buffett
pretty...
were interested in this guy McClellan's theory.
Pretty good, like, answer, isn't it?
McClellan was cutting out Nicholson.
Oh,
That's not our problem.
it's because they didn't want to pay the full rates.
Yeah.
Whatever, we don't care.
Around while we're here.
Sure. Knock yourself out.
Yeah, it's pretty much a toss-up, I think, whether this guy is really involved, but he certainly could be.
Yeah. The stuff that he's lying about has not been stuff that we've cared about that much. But, like, he did know of both parties.
And he was, like, a role model for Roy Earl, so he's probably a violent criminal.
Yes. Oh, I thought
It's a big fucking aeroplane.
It's really fucking big. I'm actually just going to sprint up to it because it's that far away.
Yeah, I consider this like 1947.
McClellan's process was going to replace all this.
Oh, wait.
Aluminium polishing.
Is that flammable or something? Like, I don't know why that would add it to its clues otherwise.
Well, because the point is that the chemical polishing process they were trying to develop would have replaced the aluminium polishing oil they're using here. So it would be really valuable to the Hughes Aircraft Company. In fact, now that I think about it, the Hughes Aircraft Company would be like super incentivized to steal that process. Could Okamoto have been working for them?
Great.
Possibly, but like...
Latitude 24 degrees, 15 minutes north. Longitude 76 degrees, 0 minutes west.
Does Cole just like look at things on bits of paper that might be codes or clues and instinctively pick them up? He's like, ah, yes.
I mean, that's what I do.
Numbers
I hit the A button whenever it pings, so...
Yeah, I guess you're experiencing the opposite of ludonarrative dissonance here. Ludonarrative consonance?
76 degrees west.
He's having so much fun, isn't he?
15 minutes north.
It was a cool thing.
The
I guess it's like
Bahamas
a way
somewhere.
Let's see where this is exactly.
It's the Bahamas.
The Bahamas?
Yeah.
Somebody's already got their maiden
You're right, it
voyage
was the
planned.
Bahamas. Huh. Okay.
I, again, don't
That
see
was
the
the-
relevance.
there's no more
Also, it
clues
pinged
music, right?
like a, you've already found this thing ping, so let's just check. Oops. Huh, I don't think I've ever opened that the entire time we played. But there's still clues here.
Oh my god! Oh my god! I guess this is how you actually play the game. I wonder if I knew this once and had forgotten it. Was it a thing I used when I was playing?
It's...
I don't remember. It was so long ago.
It sure is a thing.
The game offers these avenues to relieve frustration, but they're very artificial. I'm not even sure it offered them on purpose. They may have accidentally offered.
Yeah, they seem like they don't want you spending intuition points for nothing. But like in order to avoid you doing that, then they have to tell you like, okay, well, you've already got everything, so no need to spend an intuition point here. So which just gives us the information, and then I think the percentage thing is basically a coincidence.
Probably,
like
yeah.
It's a coincidence as part of like you can't intuition for what thing to hit for lie. So
yeah, if intuition had worked slightly differently, you might not have that. But yeah, basically, it doesn't give enough information to people to pick lie. Well, I think. Well, yeah.
We've succeeded marvelously, but there's no guarantee.
Yeah.
Just gonna walk.
Most people are sub-marvelous. Are you walking around on top of the plane for a reason?
The clue music's still happening, so maybe there's a clue up here.
Yeah, they could be, or down in the hangar somewhere. It's a big place.
It is, but
actually,
we were supposed to be investigating the plane specifically, so I figured that there'd be something on. Cole, you okay there, buddy? You're having trouble walking.
Not okay, is he? Oh, he's okay now. Dang, his is all very shiny.
So it's possible that I missed something on the second floor of that thing.
I reckon check out the rest of the hangar. The whole place is an investigation scene, right? I was going to say a crime scene, but merely assembling a vast aeroplane is not actually criminal. So
maybe it should
be. Yeah, it's kind of too big.
So it's cool that they let me come up here, but like, I'm looking for a reason to be up here and I'm not finding one.
I don't think there is one.
Yeah, apparently not.
This is just another thing LA Noire does, is it just produces a lot of unnecessary detail, which is
like, I'm sort of glad, but like I'm trying to find a thing here, and there's no things.
Yeah, it was like totally thing free, just a smooth thingless expanse. There were some offices in one side of the warehouse. Some more catwalks and things. Perhaps it's big. I hope you don't have to investigate the whole place. The clue music will stop at some places, right?
Yeah, but it's still playing over here, so...
Mm-hmm.
Can I open this door? Nope.
I reckon, yeah, try getting to the offices.
I can open this door.
Ah!
No, I can't.
So you can. What?
It's locked.
But it was gold! Is there another one? Here's a door.
Also
oh my
locked.
fucking god! This is... The gold doors have lied to you. That can't be right.
No, that's happened before, and generally what that means is that you'll come back later with a key or with a reason to just, like, knock instead of...
Yeah, I'll kick it down.
These blueprints on the walls are also nothing. I'm sure we've missed something very obvious.
Well, why were you here in the first place? It was because of prop covers from the engines, right? Like the plane uses 6 of the same engines. Like so have a look at the engines? Yeah.
Well, not from this side.
You think that cone?
Maybe one of them was missing? Oh.
Is that a Pratt & Whitney 4360?
Sure is. You know your motor.
No, it's literally just the last one that I've heard mentioned to me, so...
Getting her ready for sea trials, so be quick about it.
It is indeed the same object, although this one's filthy.
What's the oily covering on the metal?
Gross.
We coat the aluminum parts in linseed oil to preserve it from oxidization.
Oh. Okay, so there we go. I guess they sent a prop spinner to Leyland to see if he could electroplate them.
I'm going to be really mad if that's the only thing that we had to do still. It wasn't, but he's telling us to go to Mapes' office, so...
That's probably a hint as to the last clue. Hang on. Isn't this the place you just went to and couldn't get into?
No, that was over there. We're going over
Ah, the far... Okay, opposite corner, right. Or I would have been so mad. Maybe not that mad. I would have been briefly mad.
It's frustrating, the gating that they do in this. Like...
It's unpredictable.
Wait, is
you
it
don't want to go
exit or...
exit? Upstairs, I think.
Yeah.
Vernon Mapes. Is he a famous historical figure, I wonder? Like Howard Hughes or someone they've made up?
I think it's someone they've made up just because I'm assuming that he's going to end up doing something criminal in here. like having shot somebody in an apartment.
Owning an unlicensed firearm. I guess
well,
it's
apparently we doubt
Merry
it,
Christmas.
so...
Yeah. A photograph. Hey, that's literally Howard Hughes.
Why, so it is. Hell of a mustache.
A famed mustache. I think he invented the porn star mustache.
That is Marie the
But it's on 2nd Street somewhere.
Does Hughes have her on contract to RKO?
Yeah, I bet he does.
I'm waving this around while they continue conversing, but... Okay, that's another one where, like, why did we take sudden interest in that address? It's a random, it's a random picture. We don't care.
Well, because there was an attractive woman in it, I think, is why they had decided to have a conversation.
But, and here, this photograph is of a lady, but why is it in our clues now?
I'm guessing it's literally because Phillips and Big's like, nice, she's hot. I could be wrong.
Yeah, I guess we're done for clues. We're just done
Show
here.
all clues. Jesus Christ, the show all clues button. Oh.
I'm actually secretly glad that we only found that now, because it would have made all of the previous investigations, like, it would have made them faster, but we would have been checking the notebooks so frequently of just like, okay, are we good yet?
Yeah, I think we had more fun this way for the clues. For the numbers, though, those are
always happy to help the
impossible.
department. Hey, don't I know your face from the paper?
I was just leaving, actually.
Stripping that German boy. Nah, I think you got the wrong guy, Vern.
Hey, it's nice that Biggs has come around to Cole, though.
Yeah.
He's helping him out, being a friend. But, also he didn't get the wrong guy.
Yeah. I'm kind of hoping that we get the, I need to open up Intuition, not to check anything, but just to see the current rank thing. We get a Hawkshaw outfit at 18. I don't think we're going to get there before the end of this case, though.
Sadly, yeah. Some of the coolest outfits in cars do come only from doing side stuff. I mean, for doing a quantity of it, at least.
Well, unfortunately, the side stuff is bad, so...
So McClellan
You want to go and talk to Ray Pinker?
Hughes and cutting out Nicholson.
Yeah.
Looks that way. This would never go all the way up to Hughes.
Yeah, that they're... It would never go all the way up to Hughes because they can't accuse Howard Hughes of something because he's real.
Well, he's also dead, though, right?
Yeah, but I'm assuming he's got an estate, right, that would be happy to sue for something like this?
I don't know, actually, what the relevant law is like.
So I know in hit video game Nier Automata, they had to bleep Jean-Paul Sartre's name. There's a robot named Jean-Paul Sartre, and they had to bleep any instance of his name in English because the Sartre estate is fairly litigious.
They're fine. They've got their mother and they've got each other.
What about you?
What about
also, the Sartre in that game
a friend of mine is helping me through it.
Friend of mine is strong words. Perhaps too strong.
Well, I'm sure she's helping him in various ways, though. Oh, shit. I just realized... So, what if Biggs literally has like decided... Oh, what's this?
Ask me what?
The Black Dahlia. Who was it that killed that
nice.
girl?
No official charges.
That's not what he asked, Cole.
I know that. I'm not looking for the official version.
I made a promise to the department.
Cole.
These are the guys who sold you down the river.
What a fucking schween.
Yeah, he's such a schween. But I have a terrible feeling, right, that given the conversations we just saw, that Biggs probably has decided, oh, you know what, yeah, this Cole Phelps is a good guy. He's probably thought that that the rumors were false. He probably thinks, oh, I guess he wasn't really stooping a German broad.
So, like...
Given
oh, yeah, I guess.
That's what he told Mapes. He denied it to Mapes. He was like, no, that's not true. That stuff is just rumors. Right, and so that's why he was asking Cole, you know, your family okay, but are you... And Cole answers obliquely.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, man. Biggs is a nice guy, but...
I mean, anti-German racism is still a thing at this point, and...
Yeah. It's, it gives us a little tiny window into
1947 Los Angeles.
Yeah. and one fictional man's brain. Those cars were super mad at you.
I mean, I am very bad at driving, to be fair. Like,
Yeah, it's
they
not
should
like you're
absolutely be
cutting through the
angry.
houses or anything. I drove a lot worse most of the time. Well, I mean, better in some ways. I've less frequently crashed into things, I think. But the game is very open. Has a lot of like open backyards without fences and things. So I took a lot of shortcuts.
See, that's
I
just,
guess
that's just inviting ways to hit property damage, and I do enough damage to other vehicles that I can't risk that.
I think I did a lot more property damage than you, a lot less vehicle damage.
I mean, yeah, there'd be less cars where you're going, but
I just
find
like
it easier to
running
organize
down
with the
walls
streets.
of shitty suburban homes. I hate suburbs. Destroy all suburbs.
They're bad.
Don't actually burn them down for insurance money though.
Yeah.
But destroy them, wantonly, recklessly for fun, not for profit. All right, let's see what Forensics Pinker has to say. I wonder if he's analyzed the microfilm.
This guy was willing to rat his own mother after
I hope we actually have the microphone to analyze, and we don't have to be like, "Oh, we just left that at the crime scene. You're gonna have to go back."
You're gonna.
Oops.
Yeah, I knew that was gonna happen. It said exit above the door.
It says exit above this door, but like that's just gonna be the way to the thing. Oh, nope. Technical services is this way. Following signs is very useful.
It's downstairs, right?
Is it? Yes, it is. Downstairs.
Yeah, you've been there before.
I have, but in a different police station.
Hey,
All police stations are the same. They're all
you're not
full of
winning
cops.
any popularity contests
I want to punch you in the mouth again. Also, oh,
Where do
here
you
we go.
stand?
I think you're a good cop, but I try and stay out of politics.
Everybody tries to stay out of politics, Ray.
You can't.
Well, don't quote me on it.
It's
But I'm
impossible to
hoping
stay
that
out of
Parker
politics.
will get the job and clean this place up. I have your photographs.
Parker. Who's that?
Is that
You
the
can use the
assistant DA that?
magnifier. There's quite a lot of detail.
No, that was Peterson. Was the guy who wanted to become DA?
I think you're right? We have our man. You take a nice photo, Phelps.
Presumably the ones that were already on the roll are more important. Are you able to like switch photographs?
Okay, there we go.
Right. That's a familiar man. It's Vernon Mapes, right? Oh no, it's not. It's the guy who's dead. Yeah, I knew I recognized him.
Can you get this over to Lockheed so we can get a name for this guy?
It's already on its way.
So she was trying to. She was selling to the highest bidder, not necessarily just the Hughes guy.
Howard Hughes.
That's possible.
Millionaire,
Hello.
industrialist, aviator, and playboy. And Vernon Mapes.
It's
ex-dirty cop and business fixer.
I like how he just assumes he was dirty because he was in advice.
I mean, he was dirty.
Yeah, he's not wrong.
I found a similar tie pin along with a dead guy. In
That's what he was looking for. So something irritating that it's doing here is that when you're even close to zooming in on something, it'll start vibrating uncontrollably. But like when you're fully zoomed out, it's still vibrating because the thing that you want to look at is on the screen. And so I was doing this.
I am also vibrating uncontrollably.
So I was here. The tie pin is at the bottom of the screen there, but I was like, well, it wants me to look at the guy's face, obviously. And then that wasn't actually pinging anything, so I just started moving around.
So you had to zoom back out to get a sense of it, yeah.
Yeah, so I don't like that. Okay.
Photograph. Oh, hello. Chemical polishing bath.
Tomoko. So Tomoko had the good.
Seriously, this is some impressive spy work.
They blew the place to hell.
Yeah, I mean, this is the $1 million process, or multi-million, presumably. So, good job getting the aluminiums.
Is this McClellan?
Can
anyone make out the street number behind him?
Wait.
Are you kidding? With my eyesight?
Why do we... It's West something.
West.
It's going to be the corner of West and 2nd Street, because that was the other one in the photograph.
Yeah, can you zoom in on the West thing?
I think we're just done with this thing, though. Like, it's not vibrating anymore no matter where I look, so...
Oh, okay. Well, death to this photograph, then rip it up. She took a lot of good photographs, though.
Yeah. I don't know who those people are. Maybe one of them is the guy that we're looking for. Oh, I guess we're done with technical services now.
Cole, can you help me with a little
No,
experiment?
we're not.
Use the eyedropper in front of you. 1 drop from each of the bottles on the desk. Place the drops in the petri dish.
Look at the guy in the background. Did you see that?
I didn't,
Carruthers?
actually. Was it Carruthers?
He went and hid. Yeah, he went and hid behind a desk.
Oh, we're gonna make a. I got the jitters again. We're gonna make a little fire thing here. That's the oil from the aluminum thing.
This must be the processes which were. Get owned, I guess.
Okay, guys. Just a little experiment.
You probably should have told somebody about
Everyone's
that.
still jumping from that bang this morning.
Very funny, Ray. You just took a couple years off my life expectancy.
Don't worry, you'll be dead before the week's out anyway.
About an hour ago.
So that was the stuff that caused the explosion.
I think so. Acetic anhydride is almost as explosive as nitro, and when mixed with perchloric acid, it's very unstable. It needs to be cooled constantly. We used linseed oil, but you could add any organic compound to trigger an explosion.
3 little drops.
Yeah, and they were using a 100-gallon vat.
Oh, nice,
fucking kidding.
nice, safe new industrial process. Nice hat grab.
Yeah.
Well, that explains that. Doesn't explain, of course, who introduced the organic material. I mean, was it an accident after all? I guess it would be very easy to make such a mistake.
Yeah, it would be really easy, but you'd think that, like, everyone involved would be insanely careful. However, industrial standards are being what they are, especially in this era.
They are improving. Yeah. Yeah, I guess we don't really know definitively yet whether this is an arson. That's why you're investigating it.
I mean, even if it's not literally an arson, I think we can still be like, hey, business owner, you're being charged for lax safety standards or whatever the fuck. Obviously a little more...
Yeah, I mean, and also you've, like, discovered some espionage or whatever, probably industrial espionage. That's probably worth, continuing to investigate.
What's interesting is that we still don't actually know whether the target or the perpetrator of the industrial espionage, we don't know if either of them are still alive.
Yeah. Basically, I guess this addresses your one remaining lead unless you want to try and shake down Vernon Mapes.
I imagine that we will find him soon-ish anyway. Oh, also, we've still got a lead coming in on the Lockheed Martin guy or Boeing guy or whatever.
True, yes, the actual victim. Yeah, that's right. Someone has actually been killed here. Okay, there's definitely been a crime committed. I mean, apart from all the other people who were killed. But this one was, he was shot with a gun on purpose.
It's the difference between, like, murder and criminal negligence. Like, we're at least at criminal negligence, because you don't just get to blow up 6 city blocks without, some kind of charges getting pressed.
Yes, that is correct. The looters got there pretty fast, didn't they?
Yeah,
the in-game time from explosion to police lockdown of the area was like 5 minutes.
That was a really dumb sequence. Like, why did we have to shoot those people?
Yeah, they just wanted to, I guess, make it clear that it was like a massive breakdown of law and order class explosive situation thing, but it was very it was very the police.
Yeah.
Like, that is what the LAPD does in real life when there's like a huge disaster and people gather in the area. They can't start calling them looters and shooting them, right? Unfortunately.
Also, this house has also been ransacked.
Nice. Someone is covering things up. Like,
it stinks of petroleum.
We should probably get out of here soon then.
Gas, if I'm not mistaken. It's all around the
okay, well, it's about to be arson. Have gas, so that's a plane fuel. Interesting.
There's a lot of it too.
Yeah, I would not stand around in here if I were you.
No, yeah. Let me just do a quick check of the intuition, make sure that there's...
Oh, there's clearly some clues to be found since you could show them.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Oh, LA Noire. It's the dictionary definition of a mixed bag, I think, at this point.
I have some feelings and thoughts that I've developed about the video game over the period of time.
Bahamas.
And we'll,
flying today on TWA.
Wait, how do we know it's Hangstrom?
Hangstrom is dead, Cole. Why
What?
leave your ticket behind?
Because they think Oscar Hangstrom and Leland were the same person.
Oh, it's because they thought that I was going to look at the passport first, but I didn't. Yeah, Hangstrom's passport.
Indeed. Walter Hangstrom. Yeah. Oscar.
Hangstrom and McClellan are the same man.
Okay, there we are.
Yep. You're gonna get that.
We gotta get out of here right now.
No shit.
Look, by the stove.
Uh-oh.
Shoot the gas line, Cole. We're out of here.
That's not the thing.
Yeah. Is it really a good idea to shoot that? Or the tank?
Get out of there.
I guess it's a good idea.
I like that the screen was doing the you dumb shit. What the fuck is wrong with you idiots? What is it with this series and terrible idiotic criminals? Just like standing around to watch their shit happen and being like, oops. I thought that was him because it was a blue car that was sitting weirdly, but no. Please stay on roads because it's very hard
Don't go to sleep on me. Get in close.
It's very hard to
Enough games, Phelps. Take this guy out.
track him down mountain streets. Also, we should probably police radio this one in, right? Like, here's the exact guy that you're looking for, here's what he looks like, here's the car he's driving.
Seems relevant. KGPL might want to hear about it.
He's returning to the scene of the crime.
I don't think it was his crime. Well, I mean, nah.
The son of a bitch's rear wheels.
Yeah, I'm working on it, dude. Chill.
Shit. You security men, Cole. Stay on Mapes. Knock them off the road if you have to, but stay on that fucker.
Excuse me. That was some wacky fucking homing bullshit right there.
Yeah, like it killed your momentum somehow.
It's because I was trying to steer the car into another car. There was oncoming traffic, and
it's no good.
It didn't work.
We need to get closer.
Yeah, dude, shut up. I'm working on it.
Well, that worked out.
Kind of,
I mean,
but
sort
not
of.
really. Like, they're done
It was
now,
bad for
but-
them and for you. Man, Biggs needs a better car.
Yeah, he does. And
especially after this.
This,
I wonder.
This car chase has gone on too long.
Yeah. So let's try and put the pieces together. Leyland, Hangstrom was going to skip town, right? So he had been basically selling the process to Hughes Aircraft instead of to his employers, Nicholson Electroplating. And he
real quick,
was going to...
we're about to shoot.
Go through all the security men first. I hope you're ready for a fight, Cole.
Oh boy.
Okay.
So I got an achievement for getting to here on my first try. Like, my achievement was literally like, I didn't crash before getting all the way to Hughes Aircraft Place. So,
nice. So I guess maybe you were meant to, maybe expected to be a hard chase, that one then?
Yeah. Apparently you cannot shoot through cars.
I'm amazed by the fact that the security people here are willing to like fight the police. That seems like a bad long-term decision on their part.
Yeah. They must have some kind of wackadoo. Like, what kind of bonuses do you think they're
His
getting?
business empire is well connected and vast and so on, and he was like, but are they above the law? Apparently not.
Pressing fire. Find some cover.
I feel like some of these bullets should be hitting them. Like those right there.
Yeah, that'll do it.
This one's got your name on it.
Just fine.
Kill a cop.
I mean, it wasn't really nuts that it was out of him. It came about because he fired all the bullets.
Okay.
Or the shot, rather.
Let me go get my hat real quick.
Let's go and get his ass.
Okay.
Apparently I can't get my hat. I shouldn't have tried to get my hat.
I guess it's way too emergency a situation. Are you only able to get your hat once you put the gun down, maybe?
Maybe. Anyway, so all the security people are dead now.
Yeah. Who did Okamoto work for? It must have been Hughes Aircraft. Oh, so was Mapes double-crossing Leland? Could that have been it?
Oops.
So, like, if Hughes Aircraft has already stolen the process, right, through Okamoto.
Yeah.
So they, like, paid Leland to do the testing, etc. And then they stole the process. And then, to cover up where they got it from...
They blew up their competitors.
Yeah. Well, not competitors, suppliers. Right? Like...
Oh, yeah. Well,
Yeah,
I mean, they would
would've-
be competitors after they perfected this process, because then Hughes would have it and they wouldn't.
That's right. They didn't want Hughes Aircraft didn't want to buy it from Nicholson Electroblading. They wanted, saving a few bucks by blowing up the factory and doing some industrial espionage. That's how it went down.
Oops. That was the wrong button. I keep thinking the right bumper is reload, but it's actually stand up and cover like a dumbass. I've done it again, right there, immediately after explaining what it is.
I got it. Yeah, hopefully you can get cut up again. Well, now it makes sense of why this factory floor was so big.
Yeah.
Can't hit him.
Sure you can. You're a big boy. I'm going to repeat the same thing that I say pretty much every time there's a shooting scene. I think the shooting in this game is bad.
Damn.
It doesn't look like good.
Oh. I don't think they want me to actually shoot that guy. I think they just want me to... Nope, I guess I was supposed to shoot him. I was just supposed to be closer, like they said.
Yeah. Handguns, short range, I guess. The real-life Hughes Aircraft Company was, in fact, in 1947, investigated for... Oh.
So the guy at the chemical plant, he's planning on selling his magic formula to another company and skipping town with his assistant, but he blows himself up before he can manage it. So why the dead body in the refrigerator?
Mapes, Captain. He was eliminating all competitors for the process. When it went bang, he burnt down the apartment to remove all connection between Hughes.
So it wasn't sabotage.
Okay.
Mapes, right. I remember Vernon Mapes. The guy had good, honest cops hanging their heads in shame. Glad he's finally out of commission.
Wait, is he dead now? Is that the last guy that I shot?
Yeah, that was
Don't know
Mapes.
if it'll do you any good, Phelps. But between the spruce goose and half the city exploding, you might just have made the case of the decade.
Well, abrupt as far as endings go.
Yeah, I mean, there was... Vernon Mapes killed everyone else, and you killed him, so there's no one left to arrest.
I somehow missed a clue.
Huh? Wow. Maybe the numbers lied.
The numbers must have. And apparently that would have... I was going to say, like, it was really abrupt because we never actually found McClellan or Okamoto. But apparently that's the clue that I missed.
Are you sure?
I'm going to look
I thought they both did.
We never actually found out whether they were dead or not. We assumed that they were dead. What did I miss?
No. I think they're dead.
I'm looking at the thing now.
The thing?
Yeah, the wiki.
Oh yes, the wikis. I mean, it's only a 3-star answer for some reason.
Yeah.
Maybe that's just all the vehicle and city damage.
I didn't do that much though.
It.
Like compared to what I normally do.
No, this is a lot more. You usually have like double digits, not quadruple.
No, it's been in the quadruple digits for most of the game. Like there was, it started getting down into the like mid hundreds, but it's always been quite high. Laundry tag. I got the spy thing. I got the bodies.
Mhm.
Maybe it's I didn't get there fast enough.
the thing about the Bahamas never amounted to anything.
We found the clue that he was going to go there. That's where his plane ticket was, and also the passport.
Yeah.
Like that's the next place that he was going to go. Prop spinner, photograph. Oh, wait, nope, never mind. Sorry. Well, maybe I could have examined the other engines there.
Mm-hmm.
Like that's one of them, but
use 16. I have also loaded the wiki. Yeah, you got the ring, watch in person, type in, blood spatter.
Oh,
blood spatter.
The microfilm. We never looked at the microfilm down there. At
Down
Technical
where?
Services. We had the microfilm, and we never actually, like, I assumed that it was going to be with the rest of the photographs, and then it wasn't there, and I was just like, well, I guess that's gone.
Oh, it was at the police department, right? Okay, so you did have the opportunity to look at it. Right, and you would.
And
yes, I see.
Yeah, and that's also remarked on in the wiki as specifically easy to overlook because there's a distraction after the images. Okay, well, I feel silly, but at least that's the only clue that we missed. And yeah, those people are probably dead. We actually will never know.
Okay, yeah, and we can tell from the wiki that that microfilm contained the patent for the aluminium polishing process. Okay, I mean that we kind of knew that more or less. Yeah, so we haven't really. It doesn't really change the outcome. It sounded like Cole's theory, at least, which I guess is probably correct, is that it really was an accident, the explosion, and that what Mapes was doing was just doing a cover up on the fact of the espionage.
Yeah. I really am curious if the two people that we have like linked to the espionage, if either of them are still alive.
Yeah, I mean they could have got away somewhere, but the fact that the ticket was left behind says to me maybe not.
Yeah, at least he didn't. Akamoto though, we never found a body, but.
We didn't find any bodies.
No, we found the body of the Boeing guy or whatever, chilling in the fridge.
But what I mean is, like, at the actual plant, the bodies weren't identifiable, so they may or may not be among the victims.
Apparently, there was a real explosion at O'Connor Electroplating Corp. in February of 1947. Although,
oh yeah, that one was based on real events. By the way, you're breaking up. Like you're coming through as like super staticky and like weird.
Hopefully that doesn't show up on the recording. Oh boy, we've got probably a doozy of a next case too.
There may be a flashback. So should we try and? I wonder if there's like a bad internet going on here. Could it be the connection to me? And maybe it's maybe it is not going to be on the recording, as you say. Can you hear me normally?
So here's what I'm going to do this time.
Oh, you're not. You're fixed now.
Oh, okay. I was going to say I'll just replay this case off camera and then we'll pick it up again next time. But if I'm not breaking up anymore, then let's just...
No, you're not. I guess it was some sort of transient issue.
Okay, then let's check out the flashback that is sure to come.
Yep, I mean, if the next one is the final case, then this will probably be the final flashback.
All right.
Unless there's more than one within it or something.
Let's go.
So, back to the main story of Noire.
What are you...
Thank you, Doctor.
We haven't been seeing much of you.
I don't like this.
Missing appointments.
I'm sorry, Doctor. I've been feeling much better.
That's very good to hear. And what has brought about this improvement?
It's the new man in my life. He's convinced me.
We saw her with... Was it morphine before?
How has he coped
we did.
with his fall from grace?
He can finally see things from a human perspective, rather than the ivory tower he created for himself. It's making him stronger. It's making me stronger helping him.
You wouldn't make
that sounds really nice, actually.
It does.
Should we swap
but I'm
seats?
That's...
It's just unfortunate who she's telling it to, yeah.
Yes.
Picked the wrong therapist, clearly.
And what is that?
In my case, Lou, he went through hell along with me and still came out smiling. In Cole's case, his friend...
I'm just...
Kelso?
Really
You've heard of him?
Oh god, the name.
Just like the sound
Cole and Jack are working
Didn't we...
on a case together.
I guess we didn't actually tell her about this.
No,
huh.
he works for
No,
the
she's never heard the name Fontaine.
He's a special investigator, I thought you didn't know him.
I have never met the gentleman in question.
He has been looking into Lou's case. Cole thinks it might be linked to some fires he's investigating.
You really should probably stop talking and like run away right now.
He's totally going to violate doctor-patient confidentiality.
He's cut off an escape route.
Why are you looking at me like that, Elsa?
You arranged for Lou to work at Elysian Fields, Doctor.
Your fears are unfounded. I mean,
Maybe she does suspect, or
but
is
then
just
she's
starting
just like,
she must not have when she walked in here.
yeah.
I don't believe you, Doctor.
You should probably leave.
I'm sorry that you have come to that conclusion, Elsa.
Is he going for a syringe?
No, he's going for something to smack her in the head with.
Nice. The classic orb move.
She really should have kept a better eye on him also. Like if she was suspicious in the slightest.
And Cole, the policeman, and Jack, the investigator. It's an unfortunate and grisly end.
Hey, it's Ira. Speaking of unfortunate and grisly ends.
It's not going to go the way Fontaine expected, is it?
I've come to help you, Doctor. To help you cross over.
Unfortunate is maybe the incorrect word here.
All your sins will be forgiven.
Yeah, pretty fortunate for Elsa. Unless...
No.
Maybe it's not super fortunate. Ah, right. It says she was kidnapped.
I mean, she's not literally going to get murdered like probably Fontaine was going to do.
Or at least not for the same reasons.
Oh. Okay. Sorry, this is the next case, a different kind of war. I thought for some reason that we were going to start playing a flashback instead of seeing one.
Yeah, no, I had thought there would be a flashback there, but there was a cutscene instead. But I mean, it's still good that we went through to it because I think those... I'm not sure whether those replay.
In past experience, they haven't. I'm curious as to whether there's a way to fix that, but at this point, it's probably too late to try. Like, if this isn't the last case, the next one must be. We're that close, I think.
So that gives us the backstory on what the phone call was that Kelso took at the end of the last case. Obviously, Elsa's been kidnapped by Ira the arsonist, and Fontaine
they did
might be
mention
dead.
that, but I don't know that we knew whether Fontaine was still around.
Yeah, now it looks like he's probably not.
Either he died by getting strangled, or he died in the immediate house fire that the guy probably set after he left.
Oh yeah. It wouldn't be
fires.
too surprising if his house is not intact anymore now.
Alrighty.
Well,
that's been La Noire.
Okay. Yes, that was L.A. Noire. It's definitely crystallized. That case has crystallized some thoughts for me about the game.
That case actually, I ended up liking that case.
Yeah, it's pretty good, I thought.
But it also highlighted some of the issues, which I guess we'll cover after this next case, probably. So, see you next time.
Yeah.